Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. A very warm welcome to Pip Valley. Welcome to the second segment of the day where we are going to do an analysis, a top-down analysis for USDZAR. So we're going to start with the monthly analysis as it is the first weekend or the last weekend of the month. We're going to start with the monthly analysis. So the bullish case is represented by first the trend that we can see. We can notice that generally the price is trending upwards, right? Then also the fact that the price, let's take it from year 2017, the price came and made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now it has come to make another higher low. So this is the support for our bullish movement, and then so we can say that there is more support, or the case is more compelling for bullish movements on the monthly time frame, but there is also a case for the bearish movement. So this is the case for the bearish movement. The price came and broke this 15.26206 zone, breaking it, and then upon retest of this 15.26206, this zone unfortunately didn't hold as a support zone, so it was broken, and now it is being retested as a resistance zone to show that as a resistance zone it still holds. So that's where the support for our bearish movement will be. These are the cases that we have for the two movements, the movement to the upside and the movement to the downside. So monthly, this is the way that I'm looking at it. So now let's move on to the weekly analysis. Taking a closer look at the weekly chart now, we can see that the trend that's prevailing at the moment is bearish. This is the trend that is prevailing at the moment. And having said that, we had this triangle which shows a breakout after a consolidation, and also we have a head and shoulder pattern which is also supporting our bearish movement. And there is also the fact that the price came, broke this zone, pulled back, retested it, and as far as we are concerned at this moment, this 15.21600 zone, it's showing signs of holding as a resistance zone after being broken as a support zone. So which means there is still probability for the downside movement. So we'll be expecting that if this continues to hold, the price will continue the downside movement, breaking the 14.39096 and also eventually reaching to this 13.56593 zone. Alternatively, now for the bullish case. For the bullish case, we can state that the price came, made a lower low here, and then made a lower high here, but now the price has made a higher low. So this low is higher than this low, which may be a sign that after all, the price next might move to the upside, breaking this zone, forming a higher high, then pulling back to retest it, forming a higher low in the process, and then move to the upside. But on the weekly chart, because of the overwhelming support that I have for the bearish, I'll still take bearish positions. But remember that on the monthly chart, there's also overwhelming evidence for the bullish. So in this pair, it's a wait and see pair where we are just waiting to look for bullish opportunities or bearish opportunities. So now we move on to the daily chart. On the daily chart now, I noticed some interesting patterns. So firstly, our main trend, just as the weekly time frame, the main trend is bearish at the moment. Let's say from July, last year July up to this point, the price has been in a downward trend. Then there has been also a double bottom here, but it's slight, right? Then the price went and retest this, come back, made a higher low, then retest this. Now we're waiting for if the price is going to continue the downside or movement to the upside. Given this scenario, what we are expecting on the daily chart is that since the price is come and retested, it's now retesting at the second time, so we can say there is a double top formation that's happening. Basing on this, we are expecting that since this zone is held as a support zone, we're expecting the movement to the downside, coming probably to break this zone also and continue the downward movement. However, if this zone now doesn't hold as a support zone, as you can see, there is a higher low that was formed. This low is now higher than this low. Also, there is a higher high. This high, it's slight though. This high is now higher than this high. We may expect the price to break the 15.53905, and if it pulls back, forms another higher high, higher low, then we take bullish positions. But as of now, I'm still more inclined to trading on the bearish side. Then another scenario that I have noticed is this descending channel. So usually a descending channel, it's also a reversal structure. What I'm expecting is that since the price is broken to the upside of the descending channel, we're expecting that this movement to the downside may be a retest, coming to retest the channel before going all the way up, discovering a new trend in the process. So these are the scenarios that we have. So to the downside, it's that double top and the main bearish trend, and to the upside, it's the formation of a higher high and a higher low here, and also this descending channel. It's also giving us support to the upside. And not forgetting, overall, we have support for both movements. On the monthly, we have that main trend. Then on the daily, on the weekly, we have the formation of a higher low supporting the bullish movement. Then on the bearish aspect of things, we have the fake breakout that might be explained by that zone not holding after a breakout, which means it might be a fake out. So this fake out, it means the price will be moving to the downside. That was on the monthly. Then on the weekly, we have our triangle and our head and shoulder pattern, which is supporting the movement to the downside, and also the fact that upon breaking the support zone, the zone is showing signs of holding as a resistance zone. So this is the reason why we have support for both sides. So you can choose either side. Obviously, you have to wait for the perfect setup that are in your playbook. So ladies and gentlemen, I guess this segment was exciting, as I've seen that it's different. It's a different experience where we're in a dilemma. But the good thing is, when we are in such a dilemma, we don't have to do anything. We just wait for the market to express itself, and then we go with the market. So guys, I just want to emphasize on money management. Please, let's manage our money. This can be your goal. Just set a goal that this year, my goal is that whatever amount that is in my account, or whatever amount that I've budgeted for trading, let it sustain me to the end of the year. There is no rush. This is not going anywhere. Don't rush to double or triple your account size. It will only end in a disaster if you have such goals. Let's just have goals of continuing to trade. Guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you. Roy Machingura out.